Hey everyone, welcome to another autopilot income or passive income video. Today we're going to be talking about how I personally make 5 figures a month on average using Funnelizer Pro, but specifically being an affiliate for Funnelizer Pro. So I'm going to go ahead and explain that. I have a little a little presentation here. But before I jump into the presentation, I want to give you guys a back end of how to actually use the affiliate program and how to set it up. So basically, if you guys aren't familiar, Funnelizer Pro is a website that essentially, or it's a platform, I guess you could say, that's a competitor to Shopify, it's a competitor to ClickFunnels, it's a competitor to any email marketing software. Basically, it's a software tool that once you get access to it, and by the way, there's free access, you can go ahead and get started. You're allowed to create websites, landing pages, blogs, etc. You guys know that I specifically use this tool for creating all my blogs. Every single website that I have that generates passive income for me is my blogs. But obviously, we're not talking about blogging today. We're talking about how I generate an affiliate income, 5 figures a month with Funnelizer Pro. Okay. Now, to become an affiliate, it's very simple. You just need to create an account. The good thing about this tool, Funnelizer Pro, is that you don't have to pay upfront to be an affiliate. I know that might seem kind of crazy, but there are some softwares out there that you do have to pay to be an affiliate. Prime example is Builderall. You actually do have to pay to be an affiliate part of that program. Now, there's reasons why I don't promote certain softwares. For example, Funnelizer, Builderall, I don't promote because it's spoken about by just about everybody. If you search for Builderall on the internet, there's all different kinds of resources and all different people who can talk about it and make commissions off it and things like that. For me, I like to go in what I call a blue ocean. And a blue ocean just means that there's no fish in the water, there's no competitors, and that means there's no blood in the water for me to compete with. So it's an easy, open market. But if I was to compete and try to be an affiliate for different programs that everybody already knows about, then I'm really not going to make any income. So one of my secrets is I go for softwares or products that is easy to win and easy to compete with and actually easy to get attention for. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at how the affiliate dashboard looks like. So to become an affiliate, you click here. It will take you to the sign up page. You're going to have to create your own account. It is free to join Funnelizer Pro. It's even free to use their templates and create websites. But once again, I'm not even going to talk about that. They have thousands of templates, literally. So I'm just going to leave that where that is. But you can go over here and click Become an Affiliate, and it will take you to your affiliate dashboard. Now, obviously, you have to be logged in. This is an account that is brand new. It is, I guess you could say, a test account just for the sake of this video to show you guys how it kind of works. So you have a few buttons here on the left. You have your dashboard, links, banners, payouts, and settings. Payouts is obvious. This is going to show the balance, the amount of money that you're earning. The dashboard is going to show your clicks, your registrations, your subscriptions, and your sales. So for your registrations, it's different than your subscriptions. I want to be clear. This is something that I had to learn at first, and this was actually a roadblock I had to go through. Sometimes when you're an affiliate, guys, especially for a software like a SaaS, like software as a service, you're going to get people to register for free, but they're not going to pay. They're not going to pay to sign up. And typically, it comes with the programming of how you program that individual. And when I say program that individual, I mean the content. How are you actually driving traffic? Typically, you're interacting with that specific traffic before you actually drive them to the website, and that has to do with the program of your customer. Now, I could talk a lot about affiliate marketing. I haven't talked about it too much here on this YouTube channel. If you guys want to learn more about it, I actually have a lot of tips, a lot of secrets, a lot of I wouldn't say secrets. I would just say tricks of the trade, right? The more you learn it, the better you get at it, just the better you get, right? And I might maybe call them secrets because I don't see too many people talking about them, but by no means are they secrets, quote unquote. But one of those secrets is, programming the consumer. For example, if I know some customer is looking for a website builder, I have to set it up a certain way for them not only to register, but for them to actually subscribe. And believe it or not, you have a lot of control over that as a marketer. So here are your clicks. Whenever somebody clicks on your affiliate link, that will show your click counter, and here's a daily calendar for it. Here's your registration, so the people that actually create an account and register, and then finally here you have your subscriptions. Okay, you have your sales, your refunds. All right. Now, here you will show what links that are being clicked, and to create a link, you just go over here and create certain links. Now, I've talked about this before also, but you want to create different links so that you can track different links and the success of different links. Now, that might be a little bit too advanced for this video, but that's kind of how I set it up. So now let's go into talking about how I actually set it up, how I actually do it. So how I generate 5 figures a month with Funnelizer Pro as an affiliate. So it comes down to a few things, and I'm going to be talking about what I'm going to be sharing. First, I'm going to be sharing the methods as to how I actually do it, like what avenues am I taking to actually generate it. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is the percentages, so that you guys can know what's a little bit more effective for me personally. And then finally, the last one is I'm going to be talking about my plans for the future. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to expose the methods right now. 19% of it is advertising, 54% of it is organic blogging, 2 to 3% of it is YouTube, and 24% is website clients. So I'm actually going to break some of this down right now. For YouTube, the reason why it's so low is currently the only place that I'm promoting Funnelizer Pro on YouTube is this YouTube channel. And actually, I'm going to change that. That's going to, in the future, I'm going to, like maybe in a few weeks or something, I'm going to create a separate YouTube channel and have it just dedicated to Funnelizer Pro. And I don't think I'm going to promote it here on this channel. I'm literally just going to create it, and whoever finds it, finds it. But that's kind of my goal for the future. I know I'm not there yet because I am busy doing other projects, but I do want to increase the YouTube, because YouTube is really good in that kind of way, because it gives people a visual to show people like kind of how the software works and things like that. But for me, this is the YouTube channel where I have promoted Funnelizer Pro, and very, very small conversions do I get from this YouTube channel. And I think there's a few reasons to that. I think I don't think my personal, and no offense to anybody watching this, but I don't think my personal people who watch, my viewers who watch this channel, are really interested in that kind of thing. And that's just, my belief. I could be wrong, I could be right, but the numbers speak for themselves. YouTube is very low, and this is the only place where I promote it. And so if I want YouTube to succeed, I have to do it on a separate channel completely. Ads. Ads is a really, really, it's almost, I don't want to say to my saving grace, but it's been something that's, something I'm very proud of succeeding at, and specifically because of the return on investment. So I'll talk about this when I get to the ads, but basically, I know that with certain campaigns that are working, I can put in a certain dollar amount, and I know for a fact I'll get a certain amount dollar back. And once again, I'll talk about that in a few minutes. Just stick around if you're interested in hearing that. Organic blogging, you guys know all about organic blogging if you know about my channel. All I talk about is blogging now. Now, that's not all I've been doing. I've been doing blogging since, really since the start of when I started business, which was many, many years ago. And the reason why I talked about blogging a lot is because I didn't have the money to pay for ads. That's really how it started. And that's actually what opened the door for me, guys, of Instagram bots also. And I wouldn't consider Instagram bots organic blogging whatsoever. That's its own category completely. And I wouldn't even use Instagram bots to promote Funnelizer Pro either, because that's not the right type of category of product. Instagram is really, really good for visual and physical kind of products. Not for SaaS companies. At least that's just my opinion. Maybe you might have some other guy that is differing in opinion, but I highly doubt it. I don't know of any high SaaS company that actually gets sales through Instagram. I could be wrong though, but in general, organic blogging has been a significant portion and success for me with Funnelizer Pro. I actually have a blog that's separate. Nobody here knows about, at least I don't think so. Nobody here knows about it, and it teaches people how to build websites from scratch, and so that drives a lot of the traffic to Funnelizer Pro. It's a really good platform, and it is hosted on Funnelizer Pro, and it actually does really help people, and I do very well with that, and I'm very thankful for it. Finally, website clients. So people are probably confused as to what do I mean by website clients. Is that you guys know I've had an agency for years now. I've actually don't do any work on the agency anymore, and I've actually said this for about the past 2 years. I haven't done a single hour of work on the agency is because I outsource it. The only work I do is just just looking at things from time to time, paying people, and that's basically it. It's completely outsourced. Now, it wasn't like that in the beginning. In fact, I actually failed at the whole agency process multiple times. But after I sold the clothing company, I decided I'm going to dedicate myself to getting this agency up and running. And it was a full service agency, Instagram stuff on a small scale, on a large scale, ad stuff. It was website building. It was everything. And a huge part of that was clients who needed websites built. And I actually have a whole method behind that where we get actually paid 3 times more than what we'd normally get. And I'll explain that all in this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So ads, which is the first part. Ads for me, has been one of the most profitable ways, simply because of my return on investment. So currently, for my working campaigns, I'm paying about 3 times more for every dollar. I'm receiving return on investment about 3 times more for every dollar spent. Now, this was very hard to get at first. For me, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love doing ads, but it's always been like my not fear, but it's always been something that I've been emotionally and mentally pushed away from. Maybe it's been a limiting belief of mine, simply because it's just I have this very close connection to earning income, right? And maybe I think in my head that like I'm losing money, but when I actually get a campaign working, I've actually gotten over 12 campaigns working right now. I've tried like literally over 40. So I failed more than I've succeeded, but with the campaigns that I have succeeded in, the average is what I'm seeing is that for $1 I spend, I make about 3 back. So, and I typically don't do that for every dollar. And what I mean by every dollar is, I mean, like, for example, if the ad, and obviously this is not the case, but I'm giving you guys an example. If there's a budget, for example, for $5 on the ad, I'll make about 15. And the way I make about 15 is somebody will select a plan that is a little bit higher, where I get 25% of that plan, that I'll make kind of the money back. So that's kind of how it works. Now, for me, guys, I don't set budgets on my ads. I literally let them run every single day. There's a long explanation to the ads. This is obviously not an ads channel, so I don't think I'll go into it too much. But essentially the way I set it up is I set it up through funnels and landing pages. And I do it the same way I do blogging. So let me go over here to blogging and kind of explain the process. And I'll actually do this with a whiteboard. So I'm going to pull up the whiteboard, and if you guys are interested, you could stick around and listen. If not, I'm sorry to hear that. But anyways, here's kind of how it works. So I have the ad here, okay, and I have the blog. They both do the exact same thing. They're both responsible for driving very specific traffic, okay? The very specific traffic, they both go to the exact same place. I make it very simple on myself. I know people like to complicate it, and they get taken to a landing page. This landing page also is really a funnel, but in essence, guys, it's a landing page. That landing page is going to take them to Funnelizer Pro and help them sign up. That's essentially what it does. And it's a very simple process. I know a lot of people like to complicate it, but for me, I made it I found that the simpler it is, the easier it is for me. Now, something that I made and I would say one of my biggest successes with this whole method is that I drive all the traffic to that same landing page for the specific niche. So when I say that I'm very, very specific, and I have no shame in sharing this, because the reality is it's kind of hard to do this and it's hard to replicate. So I'm not worried about people stealing my spot or my income or whatever. So I don't care from that aspect. I'm just gonna go ahead and share it. So the landing page, okay, I take a very specific topic, like for example, how to build websites for photographers, for example, and I create the whole landing page on that. And the ad is focused on that, and so is the blog. The blog will generate organic traffic. So essentially what organic means is that when somebody goes on Google and they search for similar keywords, my blog is going to pop up. People are going to be interested in that blog, and they're going to click on it. They're going to be taken to the landing page. And since everything correlates and everything makes sense, they will click on the funnel and they will sign up. I've had over 30% conversion rates on this. I've actually spoken about this business before, and I've spoken about how high those conversion rates were. So this is not a mystery. This is not something I've never said before. I've told you guys about this before. Now the ads here, the ads is kind of the same thing. The only difference is I'm paying for the upfront traffic. Sometimes if it's very, very specific keywords, the way I just said right now, there could be a low amount of traffic that could come in. It could be, 1,500 visitors a month. It could be 1,600 on that specific blog, which is kind of low. So what I like to do is I like to actually boost that a little with an ad. And the ad is the exact same topic. It's the exact same idea. The only difference is the ad will take them straight to the landing page. The landing page is where all the information is done, all, the conversion, etc. And so, once again, I'm pre-programming the consumer's mind. Once they hit the actual website, they know exactly what to do. They sign up almost instantly, and that's how I kind of make the money from there. Okay? Now, something that I will say is they wouldn't have signed up if the product was a bad product. This is a mistake that a significant amount of people do when it comes to affiliate marketing or even selling their own product. The product is just terrible. No offense. It's not going to sell if you can't have a good product. If you can't have a good product that is actually functional, you're not going to make any money. Anybody that's used Funnelizer Pro knows what I'm talking about, and I personally wouldn't have used it for as long as I have and have as many blogs on there as long as I have if it wasn't a good product. That's one thing. Now, the next thing is the blogging, but I already talked about that. What do I have next here? The YouTube. I already talked about the YouTube. The clients, the website building clients. Now, I've talked about this. I call it FWAB. All right, you guys can go on Google, search FWAB. My website is literally right in the first page of Google. Okay. FWAB is a free blog that I created for people who want to learn how to essentially create financial freedom building websites or having an agency. It's called Website Agency Building, right? And essentially I taught people from start to end exactly how to create websites. And I don't monetize off this blog, by the way. I make no money off of it. This was literally done just, I guess you could say, for charity. I don't mean to be facetious when I say that, but I literally don't make any money off of this. Even the videos, when people click on the videos, I don't even think ads play. Or maybe ads play, but I'm not even sure. But that's essentially kind of how it works is when I have a customer and I get paid 3 times extra for one client. And I'll explain what I mean. With FWAB, the whole concept of FWAB is you build a website for a client and you charge them 3 different ways. So the first charge that happens is there's a designer's fee. So I get paid for that right up front. And by the way, the designer's fee I do not include in the Funnelizer Pro affiliate money. But there is a designer's fee. So some websites might cost $300. Some websites might cost $1,500. In general, most websites are less than $1,000. But there's a designer's fee up front. That designer's fee is one part to get the website built. Now the customer has the website. The customer has to pay for hosting. Like, they don't kind of have a choice. If they don't want the website to run or be active publicly, they're not going to pay for hosting. But usually they pay for hosting, obviously, because they want the website. And when I say usually, I'm talking about 99%, 98%. They want the website to be public, okay? So they pay for hosting. For that hosting, I get to take a commission home. And you guys know, the Funnelizer Pro commission. The next thing is I typically do show my clients and my customers, and when I say I, guys, I'm speaking loosely here. It's not me anymore. Like I said, the agency, I have virtual assistants. They take over that. But when I did do it, I would show clients exactly how to use the website. Well, a lot of them would complain and say, well, can you do that for me? And I say, yeah, I can. I have a maintenance fee for that. So notice here, at this point, we made a designer's fee. We get monthly commissions on the hosting. That's reoccurring, by the way. And now we get a maintenance fee. And so the maintenance fee is not a one-time payment, but it's a monthly payment. And I actually charge just as much as the hosting. So if they decide to go with a $19 hosting plan, I'll charge them $19 a month for maintenance. And typically it's small things. I have a list of things that fit in the maintenance. It could be like editing photos. It could be adding photos to the website, editing banners. It could be things like that, just small things like that. If they want content, that's something separate. They have to pay for that specifically. So at that point, I'm charging 3 different things for one customer or one project. That's essentially what FWAB is. I've shown people how you can make close to about 50 grand, 42 grand a year, being very successful, roughly 50 grand. And I have with FWAB, and anybody could do it. It's not get rich quick. It's just a matter of you doing it and prioritizing it. You could even do it part-time and do about half of that a year, which is really not bad. It's about 25 grand. Imagine the average, let's say single mom who's making 50 grand a year, and that's doing good for herself, by the way. 50 grand a year, she hops on a project like this, works on the weekends a little bit, and makes an extra 25 grand that year. She now goes from 50 grand to 75 grand. That's a huge help. That is insane. So, FWAB is just one of those things that I put out there, and I kind of showed people how to do it. And what's interesting to me is that people are more attracted to the get-rich-quick, the fast money, and they try all these different methods that are what I call fast money, and they don't make a single penny. But when you talk about something legitimate, like building websites for customers, you get very, very few people who are actually legitimately interested in something serious. I remember I recommended FWAB to somebody. He said, "Hey man, I need to make money." And then I showed him FWAB and I sent the link, and he consumed all the content. And he said, "I don't like FWAB because it's too slow. It's not realistic." He wants something fast. And for him, fast is realistic. I think we all have to get out of this mindset of instantaneous gratification. And that's really one of the poisons of the world that we live in today, and the sicknesses is that, especially for the younger generation, I'm part of the younger generation, is that we as a community have been born into this swipe mentality. This I'll swipe left, swipe left, swipe right for anything that I want. If I want to be fed, I want food right now, all I have to do is get on an app and swipe. If I want interaction with another human being, all I have to do is go up and swipe or search a certain website. And I just think it's overrated, and it's actually poisoning our society as a whole. And that's why people have a hard time succeeding, I think, in the world today, is because they want everything so quick. So everything that you're seeing here, guys, is the success with Funnelizer Pro as an affiliate. It came down to two things. Number one, it's a blue ocean. If I had done all this with Builderall or ClickFunnels or Shopify, I wouldn't even be a percentage as successful. I would have probably made like $200 a month. But Funnelizer Pro is an open market. There's not as many people talking about it. There's a few bloggers out there. Majority of them are in different language. So for me, the English market is kind of open, and that's why I actually do, like I said, plan on starting a YouTube channel just for Funnelizer Pro in the future. And that's something that I plan on doing. And that's essentially my future plans, right? Maybe super into the future, plan on selling the whole entire brand, the whole blog that I have, the whole ad system, the website client, everything that I make, like essentially the Funnelizer Pro education area where I'm educating people on how to use the software tool. Maybe I might sell that in the future, like 5, 6, 10 years down the line, if it exists till then. I mean, who really knows? But with that being said, this is kind of how I do it, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Oh, the second thing, like I said, the first one is Blue Ocean. The second thing is I came up with a legitimate strategy. A lot of people who want to become affiliates, they try something for a week and they fail and they forget about it. They don't have a for sure game plan. They're not dedicated. They're not committed. I remember Kobe. He was talking and he was saying, for him, he wanted results that nobody else was able to attain. So he did the work that nobody else was willing to do. And for me, I live by that now. I focus on that every single day. I say, okay, how many people do I think in the world did the same amount of work I did today? Or some amount of progress I did? And probably the answer is not many. And when I say not many, I'm not, what's the word, gassing myself up or motivating myself. At the end of the day, we have to have this commitment, guys, to our work and to our success. If we want to be super, super successful and make a lot of money, we can't do things that other people are doing. We have to step beyond a certain level. We have to take things almost to a level of insanity where people look at you and say, man, you're crazy. Like, what are you doing? You're doing too much work. And you kind of have to do that, man or woman. It doesn't really matter. I know I sometimes, use pronouns like men, like he, things like that. But I'm just saying in general, anybody in general, you want to be super successful, you have to work for it. You have to put in the hard work, and you have to do work that literally nobody else is willing to do. So for me, that's what I'm planning on doing. And I I basically shared with you guys how I'd get it done. All right, so thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.